Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
This episode is brought to you by the new true crime docuseries American Nightmare, only on Netflix. In 2015, the Vallejo, California Police Department received a strange phone call about a kidnapping. But when the truth is stranger than fiction, you won't know who to trust or what is real. A fast-paced true crime thriller with cliffhangers at every turn. Watch American Nightmare now, only on Netflix.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Hey y'all, I'm April.
And I'm Caroline.
And this is your Bloody Happy Hour. Caroline, are you ready for this?
This is your newest guilty pleasure.
It's the bloodiest part of your week.
Did we say something about it also being happy hour?
Show did.
Because we about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody happy hour.
Hey y'all, this is April.
And this is Caroline.
What is today?
Today is Tuesday.
I really need that at the beginning of the episode because I get mixed up.
Oh, you do?
Today is Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday, and we're talking about what's in the news.
It is Quickie Day. Quickie Day. We hope that you tune into these like on your way to work, when you're on the toilet, during your lunch break, on the way home.
At the gym.
Yeah.
On your way to therapy.
Just to keep you in the news.
Yeah.
Let you know what's going on. And if you miss these, Caroline keeps our Instagram page on it. So she'll keep any article, any interview, anything beyond what we talk about too. So make sure you're on our Instagram and Facebook page because they are in the know.
They are in the know.
So if you love full episodes, then that's when you tune in on Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when we get down to all the details, facts, nitty gritty, and we tell one full story from beginning to end.
It is.
Best of both worlds.
It's the best of both worlds. It absolutely is.
So welcome to Bloody Happy Hour, y'all. My name is April.
And my name is Caroline.
And this is our first show.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Wow. Welcome. New year, new us.
So welcome 2024. Actually, the show is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know what? And what are some things that you want to keep the same about yourself or your life in 2024? Maybe you're already crushing it. So think of the opposite of like New Year, New You. So therapy helps you find your strengths so you can ditch some of those extreme resolutions that you just fail at anyways and maybe make some changes that you can really stick to.
It's kind of like if you've benefited from therapy in the past, which I know that, you know, you've had a special situation with the therapist. So you could probably benefit from some BetterHelp, maybe if you realize your therapist is trash and you want to go to a different one. But it's also, if you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's completely online. It's flexible, convenient, suited to your schedule. And you just have to fill out a short questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists anytime for no additional charge.
All you have to do is visit betterhelp.com/bloody today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/bloody. That's 10% off, y'all.
BetterHelp.
Get you some BetterHelp.
Well, when I talk, I have to like use my hands like intense.
And you have to sing.
And I have to sing.
Okay, so what is in the news? I know we got at least one update.
Okay, I got a few updates and I got a few new.
Okay.
So, some small updates here. First of all, I just wanted to let everybody know that I have no faith in the Sarah Boone case ever going to trial at this point. She's the one that was the suitcase murder and
You
stuff.
told us at the end of the last one that she's got a new lawyer.
She got a new one. I got a side eye on it. I don't know. I predict it's going to be like in 2028. I remember when I did the case and it was supposed to go like that next month.
Can the judge just make a decision to plead him out?
The judge just needs to be like, not let the attorneys just keep backing out, I think. Or she just needs to represent herself.
Yeah, that's what
She's
I think.
obviously like special. At least she has not written the judge a letter from her new attorney.
As of yet.
Yes, from her new.
That's what she's working on right now.
I'm sure she is. So, also a small Corey Richins update.
Oh,
She's the one who allegedly poisoned her husband with fentanyl, and then wrote the child's book.
Yeah.
Yes, and then after the book came out, they were like, it's a little sus. Well, there's a recent warrant that was unsealed, and so that's why this is coming out now. It was like a search warrant, and it said that Eric had small amounts of quinapine in his stomach.
What is that?
Quinapine, and he didn't have a prescription for this, but Corey did, and it is a drug that is used to treat mental health disorders like schizophrenia, bipolar, and it can have dangerous side effects like fever, stroke, pain, seizures, and more. I don't know why that was.
She had a prescription for it, and she added it to the fentanyl.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Wow.
We have a lot going on with Courthouse Becky or Becky Hill or Clerk of Court Becky from the Murdaugh trial. She's not. It's not good.
No,
she's going down. And
it's
she's
going to be all her fault.
It's going to be all her fault. So she's alleged to have stolen money. So like they did the request to go through her emails. So they've seen all this stuff going through her emails, who she's emailing, and she's emailing reporters, giving them telling them things about the jury. But she just was like, oh, it shouldn't take them too long. And she would just have private conversations with different people, and then she would give them certain seating and just all this stuff that you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to just take the lunch order for the jury, make sure they're comfortable.
Yeah, stay in your lane.
You don't need to go and no, she did too much, and I think she'd going down. That's that update. Koberger judge, he made a new little motion put out there having to do with the media rules and restrictions for the trial, whenever that actually happens. So previously we've had where they would stream the hearing, and then we would get to watch it after the fact. We couldn't watch it live. It was delayed, and then that's whenever I got to watch it. And he allowed
That's how most are done? All of them are done?
Some of them are live stream, you watch it as it's happening.
What was Johnny Depp?
Live. Okay. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. But this one, they did their hearing, and then 2 hours later, you could watch it live, but it wasn't live. It was delayed for 2 hours because I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. But now he would allow cell phones. People could tweet and stuff. So now he's no cell phones are permitted, nothing. You have to have them off. No texting, no emailing, no recording, no transmitting audio. Basically, just he doesn't want anybody to be able to post on any platform. Everything is coming straight from the court's the court's YouTube stream. So
he wants their courts to make the money. And get all the hits.
But people can still stream it from that, but they just can't. Long Crime isn't going to be the pool camera, or Court TV is not the pool camera, because they don't listen to what the stuff that he's been telling them to do. So it can affect how the media will do their job, but
they'll figure it out.
It should be fine. Savannah Soto and Matthew. Police arrested the stepmother of the man accused of murdering the Savannah and Matthew. So 1 week after father and son were arrested in the connection to the murders. Police announced that they have a third arrest, and this woman is believed to have been the suspected shooter's stepmother. Okay. Myrta Romanos, 47. She's charged with 3 felonies. And so her, I guess, common law husband, I don't think she's married to this guy. I think they're just common law. So Christopher Ray Preciado, he's the kid. He's 19. He's charged with their murder. He's also charged with separate cases of abuse of a corpse. The father, Ramon Preciado, 53, he was also charged with abuse of a corpse and helping with his son discard the body. And so then in the video, surveillance video, you see somebody with the towel, handing somebody a towel, and they're like, there's got to be a third person. There's got to be a third person. Then they, a week later, obviously they announced that she was arrested. She's charged with abuse of a corpse, tampering with evidence, and altering or destroying or concealing a human corpse. So,
with her pajama pants and her...
Listen, she came out wearing a Ozzy Osbourne t-shirt
shirt
with Mickey Mouse pants, looking like a hot mess. They're asking her all kinds of questions like, "Are you sorry? Are you sorry?" You know, and she didn't say anything. And
she had to know that they were coming.
Oh yeah,
I would have at least,
I
don't know, done something.
So
put on something.
I don't think they still know, or we don't know where they were actually killed yet. Like we just know that they put them in the car and left the car in that parking lot. But the evidence does show that they were shot. I don't know. His story, the boy's story, is a whole bunch of made up stuff.
Self-defense.
One of the officers, whoever was given the press conference, said that they're confident there's no more suspects. And that these were the 3 people involved in the case, and none of them have pled to the charges. There's going to be pre-hearings. Christopher, who is the boy, is going to be in court on February 5th, and the father will be in court the following day.
I can't remember what the press conference said. I know they suspected her from the beginning, but they didn't have evidence.
Yeah, they didn't have enough evidence.
But I don't remember what they said gave them the smoking gun to be able to arrest her. Was it the cell phone?
Well, it could have been that it was her gun.
It was her gun.
They
okay, I remember that. But they knew that, I thought.
I think the boy said it was his, maybe, but then I think that's how it happened, because they must have just traced the bullet casing to the gun that belonged to her, and I guess that was enough to at least arrest her.
Gosh. So that had to be premeditated.
Oh yeah,
planned. It wasn't just
and
boy shot them and then calls mom and daddy to come and help clean up the crime scene. Like, it all happened way too quick.
Yeah.
For it to be reactive like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's
and self-defense reactive. Even though they are close to where the bodies were, they're only like 4 miles away, but we don't know how close they live to where the murders actually happened.
Yeah.
Probably their house. I don't know. It's so horrible. Bad. It's horrible.
So bad.
And now a word from our sponsors.
This episode is brought to you by Rakuten. If you're shopping while working, eating, or even listening to this podcast, then you know and love the thrill of the hunt. But are you getting the thrill of the best deals? Rakuten shoppers do. They get the brands they love with the most savings and cash back. And you can get it too. Start getting cash back at your favorite stores like UGG, Samsung, and Expedia. And even stack sales on top of cash back. It's easy to use, and you get your cash back through PayPal or check. The idea is simple. Stores pay Rakuten for sending them shoppers, and Rakuten shares the money with you as cash back. Download the free Rakuten app and never miss a deal. Or go to Rakuten.com to start getting the most bang for your buck. That's RAKUTEN. That's Rakuten.
Hey, Sam, it's been a while.
Hey, it has been. How's business?
I don't know about you, but finding the perfect place to expand has been a real struggle for us.
Try Ohio. The Jobs Ohio team helped us isolate the right incentives and opportunities by understanding us and our goals.
Wow, maybe we should move to Ohio.
The business climate, quality of life, and help from Jobs Ohio made Ohio our best decision yet. Hey, where are you going?
I gotta call my boss, then Jobs Ohio.
Visit successinohio.com to learn more.
This episode is brought to you by K18. You might not realize it, but most people have damaged hair. Luckily, you can reverse the damage from the inside out with K18. Powered by biotech, the patented technology works in just 4 minutes. You may have heard of this viral mask on TikTok. Plus, it's won tons of awards and stylists love it. Buy it today at Sephora and salons nationwide. Or to get 10% off your first order, head to K18hair.com and use the code PODCAST10.
Hi, this is Sarah.
And I'm Carter.
And this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're 2 Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music, and we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and let's have some fun.
Wine and vinyl. So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'll be talking about a lot.
Hi, and welcome to Bustles and Bangers with your hostess, Rachel and Christopher.
I love it when you say my name.
And you didn't say hi.
I didn't. You just kept going. I'm going to introduce the book. I'm not reading it because I don't like reading.
Girls like cowboy butts, and those jeans don't hide anything. Find us on Instagram at Bustles and Bangers or on roguemedianetwork.com.
So bad. Do you remember the Jennifer Dulos?
Yeah, the story you did?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And she was married to Fotis Dulos. Uh-huh. And that's episode 102 if you want to go back and listen. But there is a new trial that just started today that has to do with this case. So
I forgot how it ended with him. He killed himself.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to recap it real quick. This in Connecticut, it's been almost 5 years since wife and mother Jennifer Dulos vanished. Her husband Fotis Dulos and his girlfriend were arrested. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. But before Fotis could see his day in court, he self-deleted. He took his own life. He killed himself. I think he parked his car and put the hose in the car, muffler, whatever it's called. And so he took his life, and then now the girlfriend, Michelle Triconis, is on trial.
Good.
Okay, so
was there something about a lawyer too?
I don't know.
Was that this story?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. So on Friday, May 24th, 2019, Jennifer Dulos dropped off her 5 kids at school. She returned home and she was never seen again. Around 7 o'clock that evening, she was officially reported missing by family and friends. And then once the police got to the house, they followed a blood trail from the garage to Jennifer's SUV, where it was abandoned by a park. And this huge search begins. And then investigators discovered evidence, they were going through this contentious divorce. They were going through a custody battle. And this Fotis Dulos was super rich guy. Mm-hmm. And so they lived in this really nice house. But she was quoted saying, "I am afraid of my husband. I know that filing for divorce will enrage him. I know he will retaliate by trying to harm me in some way." So after the discovery of this, there's surveillance video. So there's Fotis and the girlfriend going around town, into dumps, dropping things off into random dumpsters around town. And so they're like discarding all these items. And so then they start looking into Fotis, and they go to Fotis and Michelle, the girlfriend, for interviews. And following the interview, a note was found in Fotis's home with a detail of the timeline, like detailing the timeline that matched. So the timeline matched details that the girlfriend had given to police in an interview recalling the day of Jennifer's disappearance. Does that make sense? So they interview this Michelle girl like 3 total times, but her information keeps changing.
Mm-hmm.
But they have this timeline that they found, like they have the evidence of that. So they're like, well, what's really the story? They have never found Jennifer's body.
Gosh.
I'm pretty sure they just like before this trial started a few weeks ago that they pronounced her dead. So
what are they charging her with?
They are 3 counts. This girl's charged with, okay, so Fotis was arrested and charged with 3 counts: murder, felony murder, and kidnapping. But 3 weeks after he was charged in the murder, that's when he killed himself.
Okay.
And Michelle now is on trial for conspiracy to commit murder. She's pled not guilty. And she says she was unaware what Fotis was doing during the day that Jennifer disappeared. But now they're hoping that this trial will help either find her body or remains or figure out what happened. And it was weird because this started today, and I've never watched a trial without opening statements. Neither side did opening statements. And it was like, blunt, like people were so confused. They're like, they did some kind of like housekeeping stuff, and then they're like, okay, we'll take a 10-minute break and then we'll get started. Typically that's when you do opening statements to tell the jury what's actually happening in this trial, in this case. And they just had their first witness pop up there, and it was like,
what? It's weird.
Apparently that's a thing that happens in Connecticut.
Maybe there's so much that can't be said because it's related to.
But that's like how
Fotis?
You give the people like the map, like the map of where this case is going to go, and we're going to show you that this happened. We're going to show you this, and we're going to show you this.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. And then, did you hear about the teacher from Missouri who was having an affair with their student?
Oh, another one.
Another one. Her name is Haley Clifton Carmack, and she is charged with statutory rape and many other things. So she's a Missouri teacher, but she was in Texas when she was arrested. So I don't know why she got to Texas or what the deal was there, but I guess it was after the break, she left Missouri and she did not plan on returning. So she was in Texas. Okay. So she has...
Just now? Christmas break?
Yeah.
That was today.
So the accusations are that she sexually abused a student after a witness showed police pictures of the victim's back, and he had scratches on his back from the sex that they were having. Okay. That's what he said that they came from. So the student's father, the victim's father, was also charged with child endangerment because he knew that the affair was going on.
Oh, how old's the kid?
The kid is 16.
Damn.
So Haley, the pedophile, she's 26. She's arrested in Texas on Friday. I don't know what date. What's the actual date that it happened? But she was arrested, charged with first-degree endangering the welfare of a child, second-degree statutory rape, sexual contact with a student, and fourth-degree child molestation. She's waiting extradition back to Missouri. So she worked as a teacher at Lakeway High School. And on December 7th, a student witness reported inappropriate relationship between Haley and this 16-year-old boy. He told a resource officer about it. They then found out that the relationship, found out about the pictures of the scratches on the back. And there was also a phone conversation that was overheard by one of these witnesses talking about the girl, Haley, telling the 16-year-old, I'm out of state, but I can send you money, baby, or whatever. This is just, and then Haley was previously spoken to by the like school administration and by the superintendent about being too close to the students. December 22nd, police recover messages from her phone, and it pretty much solidifies everything. And
was she teaching when she was here in Texas?
I don't think so. I think she was teaching in Missouri, and then I guess this stuff came out, and so she left, and maybe she's from here. I didn't give me all that information, but yeah, the messages they found talked about her and the boy, about their relationship and stuff. Then they have a second witness that came forward that said the father knew about it and had been told by both Haley and by the boy about this relationship. And then they said that the student, there was another witness, a student witness, who was like, oh yeah, Haley would have people being lookouts while they were having sex.
Ooh, at school?
During school. And the father then went and said, oh, I didn't tell anybody about this relationship because I figured they would just continue to have it behind my back anyway.
Gosh.
The father is charged with first-degree endangering the welfare of a child.
Damn. It must be a single dad. I didn't hear anything about a mama.
I didn't. What if the mom like died or something a long time ago?
Gosh.
So, and then you have your little story about that guy in the van. Like, I didn't know about anything about that, but.
And I can't remember the state that was in. And Soupy was just telling me about it yesterday. Basically, it was a high school kid, drove his parents' Honda Odyssey to school to practice. And he got out, reached in, and it was like leaning back on the third seat, the third row, to grab his tennis clubs. And I'm going by memory, so if all my facts aren't right. Well,
Ohio.
Okay, Ohio. Somehow the seat malfunctioned and closed up on him, and he was stuck.
Is this old?
It may be old, but the lawsuit or something is new.
Oh, okay, because it says this happened through. I'm looking it up while you're telling it, because she told it to us just a while ago.
Yeah.
It said it happened 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think they just got granted like millions of dollars. Like
there is a video showing how it might have worked. Okay.
So
he gets trapped.
He gets trapped in there, but somehow is able to call 911. And the 911 call is very calm. He didn't have much air, so he's trapped to where he's losing oxygen. He's getting suffocated, and he's just like, "Please send help. I'm at so and so high school. I need help. I don't have much time. Please tell my mom that I love her." And police show up. They see the van, but they don't see him. But he's like trapped, locked in between this third row seats, and I'm sure they just looked in like the driver's seat and the passenger seat, and they leave. And hours go by, and he doesn't show up to practice or home after practice. So his family tracks him to where his van is, and they find him in there, and he's dead. And so family ends up filing a lawsuit on the police department. Because they didn't do their due diligence.
No, they did not. They had to go get some donuts or something. They did not do it at all.
And there was a follow-up lawsuit on the van. And so right now...
Oh, he called twice.
Twice?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, Kyle's second
because
call.
I think the police came out twice, too, maybe.
And he said, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. I'm trapped inside a gold Honda Odyssey. Hello? Go look inside it.
Go look all the way inside of it.
That's so awful.
It is. I could not stop thinking about that.
Wow.
So there's a pending lawsuit, I think, on Honda. And so their first reaction was, well, there's not a recall on our third row, so we don't know what he's talking about. We don't know how that could happen.
I don't know.
Do they show his pictures? He a little, like,
yeah,
small?
He's very
like,
small.
Yeah.
He's very small.
So imagine being small and being trapped and then just not having enough
I was like,
weight
how do you get trapped? I mean, he looks like he's like 12. But he's 16.
Oh,
he's a baby. Ugh, poor Kyle. Nobody needs to get trapped under the seat of a minivan.
Listen, if you drive a Honda Odyssey, I'm gonna need you to get rid of it.
Look, that's your red flag.
Because look at that.
Add it to the list.
That means people with minivans, that is a red flag. They have a lot of little kids, and that's who can get trapped under that seat.
Exactly.
They target moms with a whole bunch of kids. That's why I would never drive a minivan.
New World Order.
Never, ever, ever. All right, y'all. There's your news.
There's your nappy news. And
that's all we have.
The Miami incident did not have anything to do with aliens. Okay? Thanks.
It's demons, right? I saw that it's demons. It's in Book of Revelation. I was trying to think of what I saw. Some view them as offspring of fallen angels and humans. Others view them as offspring of the descendants of Seth and Cain. Like Cain and Abel? Does it represent the end times? It's in Genesis, not Revelation. Gosh, I'm getting a new Bible. I need to read it. I need to read the Bible. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days.
Because then they would talk about, how did we even build the pyramids? Like, how did people even build the pyramids? There was no machinery. They had to have been these giant Nephilim people or whatever to do it. And like all this old buildings that have humongous door arches and stuff. Like, how did they do that when they didn't have a way to build it? It had to have been these giants.
Believe it all.
I believe everything. Y'all, I'm all about the conspiracies. Adrenochrome, you know about all that? People be drinking blood of babies.
Oh,
that's
what the newest
I know. That's what the celebrities
American Horror
use
Story
in order
is about.
Well, it is everywhere. I don't know how many times I've seen adrenochrome talking about on Whitney Cummings' podcast when she was talking to
and it's the one Kim Kardashian's in.
Yes, absolutely. And then you had Sandra Bullock on Ellen talking about it.
I don't know.
I just
know I don't want to be rich and famous.
Well, apparently not.
Okay, y'all.
So there you go.
Conspiracy time.
Conspiracy corner.
We'll see y'all Thursday for a full episode. We are going to Idaho.
Oh, hell. Let me get my red flag.
Yes. Don't forget to
stay aware,
stay alive,
and always be DTF.
Bye, y'all.
Goodbye.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.